Hello everybody. So we found out today that Putin actually supported Bernie Sanders and Jill Stein, pretty much wanted Hillary to lose at any cost. Now that did not come as a surprise to me at all, and I will tell you why. But first, let's see what the cards have to show us. Let's make one reading first for Bernie and Putin. Let's see what's the situation there. What can we find out about Bernie and Putin? About this whole presidential election thingy. Bernie and Putin. Do the relationship spread? Temperance, Seven of Pentacles, heartbreak, and hope. Opposite energy. So, what I see here, Bernie was cautious. There's this cautious energy about Bernie, not losing its ground, not losing control, like being tempered and being cautious, extremely cautious. Here's Putin. He's planted some seeds and now waiting for things to happen. I think this is more like what he planted. I think it's the not necessarily spies, but like his people infiltrated in Bernie's staff and Bernie's people sphere of influence and waiting for results to happen. So it's like if he did influence Bernie, it was kind of indirectly, I see. It's like he plant, and then waiting for results to come. Wow, this is kind of what I see, get from this one. And Bernie was just being cautious, but it didn't turn out very well. With this Three of Swords, this disappointment. I think Putin was disappointed that Bernie lost to Hillary. But then there's this hope. I don't know what about this star. Maybe it's... What about this star? There's still hope. Disappointment, but still hope. It is a disappointment, but the hope is not lost, in spite of the losses. That's kind of what I get from this. And Bernie being cautious is what I get. Let's make one 5-card spread from Bernie's perspective. What's going on with him? To sort of get more clarification. What is Bernie and all this? I want to know more about Bernie. Yeah, the heartbreak. Again, hope. Okay, let's see what we make of this. So this is the loss. He's losing the battle. He's losing the election, but he didn't lose hope. He kept hoping for some sort of information to come up. or something like this. There's a sense of hope for the truth to come out. So he was heartbroken, but he hoped the truth or some information to come out, and he was relying on his friends with this Three of Cups. This is, sometimes you can see it celebration, victory, but other times you can see it a group, a support group of friends, and living. He had to live. So there's this energy about Bernie, like he lost the battle, he lost the election, he lost something, but he's still hopeful. There is still this desire for some sort of truth to come out, and he didn't lose hope about something. No. This one, living. Let's make one from Putin's perspective. Maybe he was hoping for the, I don't know. Let's see. From Putin's perspective, what about Putin? Weird energy with Bernie. There's heartbreak and hope. Yeah. Why did you jump? This one jumped. We'll see what it is later. Let's put it here. So in the workings, this is Putin leaving. Like, you know, the Eight of Cups we had here leaving, Putin leaving, and the situation leaving Bernie. Here's Hillary. Here's Trump. And here's the, I don't know. Well, so from Putin's perspective, his aim, this is Hillary. Him living a, changing plans, living a situation, and focusing on Trump and keep working on it. So from Putin's perspective, so it's like Bernie lost, he was heartbroken and felt betrayed, something like this, but there is still this sense of hope about Bernie, that some truth would come out, or that things would be set straight. There is this energy of hope about him in spite of loss. When it comes to Putin, I think that Seven of Pentacles, he planted people in Bernie's sphere of influence to manipulate him like this without him knowing, something like this. And his main is Hillary, to lose the victory, and he's kept working on it, and then he focused on Trump more to win. Now let's see Jill Stein. So I don't think like Bernie, I don't see Bernie as corrupt or as taking anything. It's more like if there's a way in which he was manipulated by Putin, it was unknowingly, or supported by Putin unknowingly, like he didn't, or even if he would have been aware of something, he did not take Putin's offer. He was more like relying on himself. Now let's see Jill Stein in Putin. Taking risks. Knave of Pentacles, wanting to grow, venture. Why? Promise. He was disappointed. Putin was disappointed with Jill Stein. There was this Ace of Cups promise of something, but he was disappointed with her for some reason. She took some risks and someone's out in the cold. Let's see from Putin's perspective. It's kind of weird. Let's see from Putin's perspective on Jill Stein, what's going on with her, with him, when it comes to Jill Stein. Is this disappointment Putin from Jill Stein? Let's see. Again, why do these cards fall? So this one fell. Support. Yeah, moving. She's corrupted. He made an offer to her, and I think she accepted it. And not only her, she's connected to more people. She has this connection to more people, to a group. Here's them sitting on a solid foundation, support, co-creating. So I think he was in cahoots with Jill Stein, but I think he was heartbroken, and there's this like lost energy for Putin because things didn't turn his. It felt with this Eight of Cups, the Eight of Swords, unable to act in a certain way, and he had to move away. The Chariot, and here's the offer. So I think that he did made an offer to Jill Stein. I think that she accepted it. She's more. I think she's this woman. She's corrupt. She's, what's that word? Corrupted, corruptible, something like this. She's Here's the offer. They're together, but somehow Putin didn't get something out of that deal. So I think that Jill Stein had a deal with Putin. I think she's kind of a Putin tool, but Putin was not exactly pleased. Like he lost something from it. There's something that didn't go his way. I don't know what. There's this sense of disappointment from Putin on her part. But the Kash with that Lover's card, like she did make some sort of an agreement with him. Now, yeah, I don't know. I've always had this sensation on her, like she had this Putin-esque air about her, and I see her as someone who is a Kremlin tool, someone who's being used by Putin. And now I will tell you why this did not surprise me at all. What do they have in common? What do Jill Stein has in common with Bernie Sanders and its opposite to Hillary? What policy that they have in common? Stay away from Syria. The advisor of Bernie on external policies is an Assad supporter. And somehow I think that that guy is, or the people who influence Bernie, I think they're planted there by Putin. I think that they're I think they somehow manipulated him into having this policy or something like this, because you cannot be that high up on a social on a political ladder and have that kind of strategy and lose your position and lose your power and lose your influence, because this is what Putin wants. It wants America off, away from certain positions on the globe, so that he can butt in, so that he can step in, so that he can take control and take power. So it's a power struggle more of in an external how to say this the external policy is what motivates him. It's where his stake is. And Jill Stein is the same. Her policy, stay away from Syria. I think she's pro-Assad. I'm not, but for sure she had like a bad policy on Syria, just like Bernie Sanders. And this was one of the things that I did not like about Bernie Sanders, his stance on Syria and his external policies. And these are the people who Putin supported. So his main interest is the influence that USA has outside, and the relationship it has with other countries. And I'm afraid that this buffoon Trump is actually not only incompetent, and he's not unwilling, he's not, because of his stupidity. I mean, he is stupid, but it's not this the reason why he is ruining the relationship. I think he is being pushed by Putin to make some choices and to completely destroy America's relationship with other countries, because he wants, that's his main goal, for America to lose its grip, its power, its influence it has on other countries, on other strategic places, so that he can take control. This is his main goal, and that's why I was not at all surprised when I found out that he supported Bernie Sanders. And this is why he did not want Hillary to win, because Hillary has balls and she would not be intimidated, and she would fight. She would not stand back, she would not change. She's a good political leader, and she would not back off from when it comes to external policies. While Bernie Sanders, he stands on. So yeah, if you want to know why, you might check into their external policies agendas. I think this is the reason why he would support them, and why he desperately wanted Hillary out. It's more at stake than just what happens inside USA. It's actually, I think it has to do with the political position in the world. It has a bigger influence. And the fact that Trump, that won the votes, this has devastating effects, not just on USA, on many other places and many other countries, because we're all interconnected. And especially in a country like this that has so much influence, and that's a world leader, we are all influenced by this. And yeah, so shit. Well, I hope they get this Trump out of the White House. I really hope that they get to see that he is a real danger, not to just USA, but to so many other countries. And I hope they realize that he's a danger and they take him out as soon as possible. So yeah, that's my opinion of this. That's where I stand on this. Let me know what you think, if you agree, if you disagree. Yeah, so that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.